Hey you guys, my name is Gabrielle Taylor. I am a senior computer science major at Tuskegee University, and this video I'm going to be talking about my sophomore year. A little late. I was supposed to do this last year, and then my summer was so busy and I just did not get to do what I planned to do. So in this video I'm going to be talking about what sophomore year was like, how it was different than freshman year, what I learned about God, what I learned about myself, and what I learned about friendships. So sophomore year, I came in and I don't know what I thought it was going to be like. I have no idea. But basically, I was involved again. I was excited about all the things that I was going to be able to help out with and the different people I was going to meet and stuff. And it was great. I met a lot of people. I got to be a new student orientation leader. It was so fun. My group was great. I just remember I didn't text somebody back. Okay. Yeah, but as the year went on, I realized that sophomore year was a lot more challenging than freshman year. Freshman year you're taking so many intro classes. You have those classes you're for sure you're gonna get the A in, those fallback classes. Sophomore year there's no cushion. The classes are just more challenging, so there's not as much. You don't have as much free time, even though you may have over budgeted and think that you have free time. You actually don't. You have half as much free time. And so my issue was that I chose to be very involved, as well as think that I could do great in my classes while being super involved. But that was not the case. It was very challenging to balance it all. I really thought that I was superwoman, and I wasn't, because I couldn't do it all. I would, go to all the things I was involved in throughout the day and the night, and then I would come back to my room and I'd be like, okay, I'm going to study. After I take this nap, I will wake up from the nap at 7 a.m. Had an 8 o'clock, and that was not the best strategy in life. So, excuse me, I apologize. I really had to learn about time management. Freshman year I did learn some, but sophomore year really hit me. It was very challenging. I had to choose what really was important, or what I was just being involved in to be involved in, or to look like I could do it all, but I really couldn't. So it was, I really struggled because I really did like being involved, but I had to decide what am I here for? I'm here for my education. I do need to take this more seriously, and just let go of some things. And I think something that a lot of students struggle with, including me, is we like to please others. We want people to view us a certain way. We want to look the most accomplished and seem the most involved, so that we can be seen as the best, so our resume can be amazing, so people can know that we're reliable. People will vote for us. They'll consider us. We'll get awards, all that stuff, from being involved. But in reality, me, I can't do it all. I have to choose a couple of things that are important, and I have to be disciplined in how basically how I'm going to be a student at Tuskegee. So sophomore year was more challenging. Classes did need more attention than they do freshman year, and so I really did learn that. It was challenging but it was a good lesson. Yeah. So, and it made me like question, why am I doing things that I'm doing? Who am I doing them for? Am I doing it for myself? Do I just want an excuse to like not study? Or am I doing it to prove to someone that like I'm good enough? Or am I trying to prove that I can be super involved? Like, what is it? And so, you know, I had to do some soul searching. Like, why am I involved in all of these things? So yeah, so even during the second semester, even though I learned that first semester, second semester I was still involved, but I really had to let go of certain things. There was like 3 huge things I did not want to let go of, but one thing that was like the biggest thing ever in my life, that I was lacking in, was my relationship with God. And I was praying one day. I was like, Lord, I don't want to give up these things. These 3 things are really important to me. I committed to them. I have to do them. But I need you to help me manage my time better so that like you still come first and school still comes second, but I still get to do these other things. I was like, I really don't want to let go of them, and I can't. So please help me figure it out. And like within a week, 2 of the 3 things were gone. So freed me up for sure, and I was just able to focus on that one thing and focus on God and school. And it was like such a relief. It was really humbling because like I wanted all the credit for everything that like I was involved in. So that was humbling, but like it was a relief to just not have meetings. There was this one point I like literally 7 meetings in one day. 7 meetings. That's, yeah, no. That is not, if you are having 7 meetings in one day, like, dude, you need to figure something out. Like, that's not okay. It's just not for a college student. And so, yeah, it was sort of like a reality check for me when those things went away, and it was like, what is important? So I had to just refocus and, make sort of like rules on or like restrictions on how I'm going to like live my life at Tuskegee from then on. What I'm going to be involved in, what I'm not. Yeah, and how many meetings I can have during a week. So had to put a lot of restrictions on that, so that school came first and I didn't slack on my relationship with God. So that was really important. Yeah, what I learned about God is that He is in control of everything, and I really have to like choose to put Him first, or my life is going to be a disaster. I'm going to be overwhelmed. I'm going to be discontent. I'm going to be depressed. And so, yeah, it was really important that I learned to like put Him first in everything and allow Him to make the decisions, so that I'm not trying to run my life and actually ruining it. So, yeah. But I really did learn that year, and to rely on others for like spiritual help. Can't really do it alone. And I learned to like make sacrifices and let go of things for God. Because if God's the most important, then the things that are keeping you from Him, you should be able to let go of. Even I had to pray a lot of prayers like, God, I can't let this go. But He helped me, and yeah, so yeah, it's amazing all the things that God's done. It's so great. Yeah, what I learned about myself, I learned that I'm not Superwoman. I'm nowhere near invincible. I have limitations. I learned there's this cute kid. Oh my gosh, y'all. There's this Indian family that lives near me. Cutest kids ever. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I learned that I can't do it all. I learned that I just have like a lot to work on. Yeah, basically that I have a lot of like characteristics, things to work on, and maturity things, and yeah, I learned that I really need to rely more on like scheduling and like using a planner, because that year everything got so overwhelming and I was very just stressed, and I thought that I could do it all, but I couldn't, and I would overbook myself, and I wouldn't put the things that were important in like as a priority. And so I was like, I have to do better. I have to manage my time better, and I need to really invest in a planner and help me organize my life so that this doesn't happen again. So yeah, and what I learned about friendships was really to treasure them, treasure the moments, because I'm a whole senior now. I was literally just a freshman. Every year I've been like, oh my gosh, I wish I was a freshman, and now I'm a senior. Like, you know, when I was a senior in high school, I was like, oh yeah, finally senior in high school is lit. Like, literally gonna get out of here. I run the school, blah blah blah. But college, it's so precious, and now it's over. Okay, I'm not about to be sad right now. So yeah, since it went by so fast, it's like treasure like every moment, treasure the campus, adventures, like just everything about like doing things with your friends. Like really treasure it, because you're never gonna have this again. Even though I plan on going into grad school, like not all of my friends are about to go to the same grad school as me, and even if we do, it won't be like this amazing. It's not Tuskegee, so it'll be different. So yeah, but that year was so fun. My roommate was Kayak Girl. I'm sure you've heard of her. She's also Miss Tuskegee this upcoming year. Jessica Lillian Dito. That's my roommate. Yeah, so that year was just really fun. I learned who's really going to be there for me, like who my true friends are. And I think in order to find true friends, you have to be your true self. You can't be forcing yourself to fit into a group. You be yourself, and those friends will come. Yeah, so I just learned to enjoy every day, and yeah, just enjoy life, and also to have the hard conversations. That's really important. Not to ignore problems, but like deal with them, heal from them, keep moving forward, you know. That was really important. So honestly, like I learned a lot sophomore year. That was literally one of the most fun years, but also really challenging years in a lot of different aspects. I remember more from junior year because like right now it's May, and so my junior year just ended like a couple weeks ago. So I'll be able to tell you more in my junior year video. But yeah, so that was sophomore year. It was amazing. It literally is what you make it, but I really advise that you don't play, like make wise decisions. Really do some soul searching to know who you are, what you want. how you're gonna get it, and what, like, try to avoid distractions so that, you know, you don't overwhelm yourself. And yeah, if you are a person that gets really jumbled up here, but you like to think through everything, I do encourage you to write it down. Get a planner, because for me, like, I'll overthink and get really stressed out, and it just changes like everything. So I do have to write it down, because that's just how I process things, by writing things down. So but yeah, know yourself, know what works for you. Don't get overly involved. If you are, ask why, you know, who you're trying to please, and is it possible to do without, like, is it literally, like, will your life crumble if you're not involved? Like, be involved, but just not too involved. Like, know your limit. Yeah, and so, yeah, just in college, choose to learn about yourself, and learn why you're doing everything you're doing and who you're doing it for. So, yeah, that's all I have for today. I'm going to have to do my junior year one. Tell you about junior year, and then I'll be a senior, and hopefully get to capture some good moments during senior year. Get that out here for you. So yeah, thanks you guys. Hopefully you will come to Tuskegee and see all this amazingness that I'm telling you about. If you're not already there, please don't make the same mistakes I made. Please, yeah, if you have any questions, you can comment below and I will answer them about my life, them struggles, the highs and the lows at Tuskegee, during my experience, how I overcame. So yeah, I will see you next time.